season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
A gain of 9.
And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Ready? 180.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The tackle by Justin.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Gun.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At the 36-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
4 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
By the Ravens.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Edwards,
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Jackson.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Barkley, and he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 26.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Gun.
Mike 40. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Ravens 3. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Dobbins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
They'll run on first down. Edwards. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Number 82.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Gus Edwards with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
For the extra point.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third and long, it's Newton. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Baltimore ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll go to Barkley again. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Intercepted by...
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Jackson now. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gun.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. The scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
A loss of 8 yards.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The throw over the middle taken in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll field this at the 5. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
It's now 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. 20, 10, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Steelers. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
14. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 14 to 10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Steelers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Derwin James on the
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
is good. Makes the score Steelers 21, Ravens 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Malik Harrison on the tag.
Had been open there, was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Under 10. You gonna try 8.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
On the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth.
Today's final score.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Steelers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye.